NBC Golf Channel on EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live opening round coverage of the Players. We're at the TPC Sawgrass in Ponte Vedra Beach, Florida, for one of the game's most prestigious titles, the Players Championship. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo. Now we go down to the action at the first. Frank, were you the kind of player who actually might have been worried if you didn't have first tee jitters?
Definitely. You didn't have the energy if that was the case, but it's about turning that energy into some sort of positive form. Make nice full swings, pick some good targets, and of course, you never know what's going to happen.
He has given this one the full treatment. Perfect release through the ball. And this shot is on the fairway, over 300 yards. Frank, you want to get out of the gates quickly, hit the proper approach shot here at the first. What does the player need to look out for?
Well, there's two distinct levels to this green. There's that left side and then that collection area to the right side. Flag on the top, it's a very, very difficult shot because that bunker plump comes into play.
This is a good-looking shot. Oh, can't hide the flagstick from that man. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. Needs a few more of those. That was a good birdie.
Yeah, this time, that one gets him in the top 10.
Second hole, it's a par 5.
You'd think birdie or eagle off this tee, and we've seen a lot during the Players' Championship, but once again, you have to move that tee shot right to left, but be careful of those pines.
And that's going to stay on the fairway here at the second hole.
Second shot. Could have been a lot worse. That didn't finish up too bad.
No, just on the fringe, so he'll still have an opportunity to knock this one in. Frank, a little chip shot here from the fringe. Now, a lot of options. I've seen some players hit 6-iron. Others will shut down like a sand wedge.
Yeah, there's two schools of thought. Some people just try and perfect like one club, but really the best chippers chip with a variety of clubs.
So on the putting surface, and taking a good look now at this birdie here at the second. Frank, nice way to jumpstart the round.
Yeah, his momentum can quickly go in the right direction if he makes this.
Wow, that was so close, Frank.
Just time to forget that one. I mean, he couldn't hit that much better.
Just a couple of feet. Solid par to remain 1 under. Setting up for the third hole here at TPC Sawgrass, relatively short par 3 at 177 yards.
But you've got to carry that ball at least 4 or 5 yards onto this green, even when it's firm.
You want to get to what they call the gauntlet, 16, 17, and 18 with a chance. 16 is the reachable par 5. You can make eagle there. And then the final 2 holes, you just want to steer clear of trouble. Though, with bold play, and you mentioned it with Craig Perch, you could make birdies.
It really is a case of mind over matter when you look at those holes. You're right. If you took away the water, you'd think they're 3 nice holes. But it wouldn't be the same. You intimidate the player as he plays 15. He's well aware of the finishing 3 holes.
Came to the putt, excited to make birdie. Now, settle for par.
Yeah, a little change in the attitude right now. When you've let one go, you've got to really knuckle down there and make sure you don't drop a shot. It's important this one goes in.
Did the job right there. And now let's go down to the action at the 4th. Frank, when you get out of the gates, as our featured golfer has done, with a lot of pars, steady play, what's the mindset?
You've got to keep doing that, Rich. Just maybe get a little closer to the hole, drive a little bit better, work on the pace of the putting. Just little gains, and then all of a sudden you're going to notice a big difference in the scorecard.
Well, those are good numbers right there. 3-2-0. 320 yards, just crushed it in the fairway. Frank, the second here at the 4th is a dangerous shot.
Once again, this is another example of where you have to look at the green. Where exactly is the flag? If it's on that high portion, you've got to fly it all the way back. Safely on dirt.
Stuffed it in there really close, and now just a tap in. This is an 11-foot putt. Frank, there's an old basketball announcer who used to say when a ball went in and out of the cylinder, just the way that one did, he would say, "Ringtail howitzer." And that one just didn't go in. Nice par to remain 1 under. Now to the 5th. This long par 4 thought to be one of the most difficult holes on the front side here at the TPC Sawgrass.
If you've got plenty of length in the bag, you can almost take it directly over the bunker on the right. But if you're not as long, you have to air down that left side. He goes after it like he is here. That is burning through the atmosphere. Look at that thing. It's got a tail on it.
That's like a rocket ship. That one was launched by NASA. That, Frank, is position A.
Would you like to have that in your bag every day?
Love it. Stuck the follow through right there. This could be really good. Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on there. Easy birdie.
A makeable putt right here. He is currently sitting at 1 under par. You can see why this player has been compared to a young Rory McIlroy. Featured golfer making birdie and now sitting comfortably inside that cut line.
Oh, that's got to be 300 yards, isn't it?
See if our featured player can do something right today.
Yeah, when you're swinging well, obviously target looks as big as a barn, but on days like today, everything looks difficult.
This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
Rather nice shot, I would say.
That is classy.
They had a chance of going in.
Getting set now over the putt. My goodness, what does a guy have to do to make a putt out here? Par bid here. Nice par to remain at 2 under. Seventh hole here at TPC Sawgrass. Jet plays into the wind, one of the stadium course's most greens to hit, Frank.
It's a really weird tee shot here. You have those 3 little pot bunkers down the right, and then that bunker that meanders once again all the way down the left side. The bunker that's just slightly right of the canal. Very awkward angle off the tee.
Right out of the center of the bat.
Did you hear that?
Can't ask for much more here at the 7th. He has hit a good one. Now the approach to the 7th. Frank, what do you need to be mindful of here?
It's rather narrow in the front of this green, and then there's some mounds both right and left. Be very aware of those mounds. They can actually help you out.
Just wearing out the center of the club face. Hasn't missed a shot, hasn't missed a green in regulation all day long. Not a gimme, but well within his range. And with that birdie, moving into the top 5 on the leaderboard.
And we're starting to notice the name.
Frank's 17 here at TPC Sawgrass gets all the attention when you look at the par 3s, justifiably so. But number 8 is a daunting challenge in its own right.
It is, longest of the 4 par 3s, plus it's just littered with bunkers around the side, the back, and the front.
Well, it looks as though they're going to need to use all their strength to sort of hack it out of that rough, missing it off the tee here. Pretty good result right there, considering
It looked rough all the way.
Exactly.
Rich, really did.
settles in over the putt. Oh, man.
Just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts.
And that par certainly won't hurt the cause.
There's still some time. Frank, the 9th is really a good par 5, isn't it?
There's so many options here. Just play it away, sort of 3-wood it down there, then go to the right and sort of wedge it on the green. But it's very tempting, especially in the right wind conditions. And that's if they're coming over your shoulder for a right-hander from right to left. Then this par 5 is very reachable.
He just blasted that one down the fairway. Out there about 325 yards. Short grass, second shot. And the ball settles on the green about 26 feet away.
Yeah, not the easiest of putts coming up.
And it's a long way to the hole from here. Never easy. How does that not go in?
Amazing. Stroke looked good. Line looked good. Just did not take that final break.
Methodically starting to climb the leaderboard now. 4 under par for the tournament with yet another birdie. Frank getting set now for one of the more exciting back nines in all of golf right here at TPC Sawgrass.
And it starts at 10. It looks like a dogleg to the left, really, but you've got to play it as a straightaway tee shot. The run out, just over 310 yards. Got the measurement out there, Rich. Looks like 290 yards.
Second shot now at the 10th, and again, Frank, accuracy is at a premium.
Yeah, gone are the days to sort of thrash it out of the trees like Phil Mickelson. Ideally, coming out of that fairway, You're hitting to a green that moves to the right, so that makes it a little bit more difficult than what the mind's eye first sees.
Seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green. Oh, dude, that in the hole. Tremendous shot. Frank, now on to the 10th at Sawgrass.
A fairly straight par 4, but that's not the way to play it. You really want to go to the right, well away from the fairway bunker that runs all the way down the left side. That turns it into a little bit of a dogleg left. Then you're going to come across that front bunker into a green that, well, is anything other than flat. Oh, that's fine.
Frank, this is just a pleasure to watch. A player hitting on all cylinders at the top of his game.
Notice it's just flowing too. There's not a lot of deep analysis going through his mind. Just one step in front of the other. If your swing's there, you don't have to find it. If your putting stroke's there, you don't have to find it. Just let it happen.
This has really been impressive. Started off slowly, just didn't have a whole lot, but kind of hung in there, fought when it wasn't going their way, and now here they are with a few birdies, really playing well at the closing stretch. Sit down, get down.
Oh, this is going.
Frank had hit the green, but just didn't have enough backspin.
Yeah, you wonder what he's thinking on that.
Ball sitting down here in the rough. He's digging in. Early part of this back nine and a good approach shot. And now we'll have this for birdie. Well, that wasn't a gimme, but he sure made it look easy. Up to the 12th, Frank, and a good birdie chance here.
Yeah, good old length, short par 4. This green really divides itself into about 3 sections. There's a little piece to the right, piece short left, and the one at back left. So as long as you know where the flag is, just push that ball into the section where it is. You get up there, you're only going to have 10 or 15 feet left for birdie.
That one is in the fairway, down there about 290 yards. Now the approach to the 12th, Frank. What's the player looking at?
Well, it's a fun shot here for the second shot, especially if you've driven it down the right side, because then you can see the flag no matter where it is on the green. Should be safely on deck.
Oh, can't hide the flag stick from that man. Just a couple of feet. Just continuing to play some really good golf. 8 under par for the championship. And Frank, we always like when they have the whole location back left and that ball trickles down, feeds, and you can see some really good ones and maybe even an ace here.
Yeah, just like Mickelson a few years ago. Down there, it looked like it was going to flirt with the bunker, ran up and over the ridge, and in it goes. This is one where you have to play ground ball as well as high ball.
This one has a chance to be close. Great effort right there, and a great chance to knock in that short putt. He has this putt for birdie. Good try, just didn't quite read the break, Frank.
It shouldn't be a problem, you'd think, cleaning up here for par.
Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Frank, 14 is so often a pivotal hole here at the TPC Sawgrass.
It is, Rich, and when you see a player hit 2 shots comfortably on this green, you think, what's all the problems about 14? But when you see someone stray left or stray right, you realize that 14 is a real bear.
Oh, this looks good.
Certainly is.
Well, those are good numbers right there. 320, 320 yards. Just crushed it in the fairway. Frank, halfway home on maybe the toughest par 4 in the golf course.
Yeah, for some reason, for such a big green, it's always hard to get that second shot close.
This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
Rather nice shot, I would say.
Well, that is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, it's a formality now.
So a tester from 4 feet. Boy, that was a good-looking putt, just not falling right now.
Sadly, he's going to be disappointed.
The lead on the rest of the field. Frank, the 15th hole certainly has the respect of the professionals.
But you're right, this is a positional hole where just keep the ball down the left center. You can't go too far, though, because you'll get blocked out or you'll run out of fairway. From there, it's really about knowing where the flag is, what position on the green, because this is another green that's not flat. If the second shot lands on the wrong portion of the green, it'll finish well away from the hole.
Now from 160. Well, that's how you play the game, right there. See if you can get this one to drop. Big birdie putt.
Well, I thought they'd at least pick up a shot. Birdie looked like a sitter. Now par.
This one just requires a little bit of focus. Solid par. And if you're a couple of shots behind on Sunday, that final round, you're thinking about 3, and that's possible, isn't it?
Well, history's shown it has, Rich.
Wow, that is a monster drive down there, about 315 yards. Second from an excellent lie.
Oh, this is heading in the wrong direction.
Uh-oh. Just averted danger right there. So close.
What is he able to allow?
Really starting to shine. Moves to 10 under for the tournament. Frank, you know what's amazing about this? You could flush your shot. I mean, hit it perfectly right on the sweet spot, and you could still make 7 here.
That's the problem sometimes. If you're a little juiced up, you go half a club long, especially when there's a bounce in the green. Before you know it, the ball's over the back. When the green's soft, you spin it too much, now you're in the water in the front.
Good chance now for a birdie. That was an outstanding play.
Well, it's almost a guarantee there after that shot.
Well, in the words of the late, great baseball commentator for the Yankees, Phil Rizzuto, it's time for holy cow, Whitey. That's 11 under par. Now to the final hole here at TPC Sawgrass, 462-yard par 4. Frank, is this one of the toughest finishing holes in the sport?
It is. The simple reason you've played 17 holes, and the job isn't done yet.
He has just hammered this drive here at the 18th, and now he is in a really good position to make a birdie here on the final hole. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
This one's looking good. Superb shot.
Well, that's as good as it's going to get. There's going to be no worries about making that one.
Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie, and what a day it's been. So through one round, Frank, our leader really put on a good show today.
They certainly did, Rich. It was truly a great performance, especially from tee to green. It's not easy to come out of the gates like that.
NBC Golf Channel on EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live second-round coverage of the Players. There really is nothing like it in golf. The stadium course at TPC Sawgrass, home to the Players Championship. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo. And what a golf course, Frank. And obviously the most famous hole is that little island, par 3, 17th. And it's the ultimate hold-your-breath moment. When that ball is airborne on a Sunday afternoon, you don't know. Wet or dry, victory or agonizing defeat.
It's certainly a great temptress, and it's fitting in this golf course that was created for two reasons by Pete Dye. It was created to be a cliffhanger of sorts and to test the great players of the world. And of course, it was built with natural viewing in mind. So it's the perfect stadium venue for this championship.
Good contact, good result.
Oh, that was sweet. Straight down the middle.
Frank, you want to get out of the gates quickly, hit the proper approach shot here at the first. What does the player need to look out for?
Well, there's two distinct levels to this green. There's that left side and then that collection area to the right side. Flag on the top, it's a very, very difficult shot because that bunker plump comes into play.
Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid. Really in control of this hole. Birdie yesterday and another opportunity on the way. He really likes this hole. Made birdie yesterday. Can he do it again today?
Great start.
Second hole here at Sawgrass, 532-yard par 5. Frank, considered one of the easier holes on the golf course, is that right?
Yeah, you don't have to hit it miles down there. Anything that turns a little to the player's left certainly helps. There are some trees down the left side. Just want to avoid those. What a great shot.
Frank, this is a way to make golf easy when you can hit it that deep.
Oh, I'm going to say, I know that first number's a 3. I'm guessing the second one's a 2. Let's call it 320.
That was just a gutsy shot right there, and a good look at eagle coming up. Settles in over the putt. Frank, this is the kind of start every player wants.
He's swinging it well. Certainly hit the ball in the right place there, and good thing too, he's actually putting well.
Setting up for the third hole here at TPC Sawgrass, relatively short par 3 at 177 yards.
But you've got to carry that ball at least 4 or 5 yards onto this green, even when it's firm.
Seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green. He's making the game look very simple right now. See it, hit it, and he's got it right on track. These putts keep the round together. So the dominant performance continues.
Yeah, we're watching two tournaments right now, the one at the top and the rest.
Hole number 4 here at TPC Sawgrass, 384-yard par 4 deep fairway bunker to the right of the landing zone. You want to avoid that. What else is there to look out for, Frank?
Those huge mounds on the left, they're just as penal really as the bunker on the right. So this is one where you have to pick an object in the distance. Really focus on that.
That one is bunker bound, it looks like. Well, too bad. He'll have to play from the bunker. Not quite what he was hoping for. The tee shot in the bunker. And wait for it. Yes, 5 yards away. Well, this is the kind of wind that separates the great players from the average players. You really have to be strong to handle these kinds of winds. Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
Well, that's how you play the game right there. Knock it on the green and give yourself a good look at birdie. Now this for birdie came away with par in the round. Knows it is a 4-round tournament, setting himself up for a good weekend, maybe a great one. The young star makes his birdie. Frank, not the longest hitter, but sometimes you win tournaments by putting it in a good spot, and that's where we are right here, 280 yards out.
Yeah, 280 down the middle of the fairway. That'll never get you in trouble.
Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. It's in the hole. Just a sensational shot right there. Frank, this isn't a hole that sort of jumps out at you the way, say, 17 does.
Yeah, a lot of times people will just sort of gloss over it, but anytime you get a par 4 into 400 yards, it's a great opportunity. But once again, a positional hole. Take advantage of it.
That is a fantastic long shot.
There's no way he could hit that without a tail breeze. Surely that breeze had to help them.
Frank, approach shot here at 6. Good chance to make birdie?
There is. You can almost cut this green into thirds. There's that front third, the left third, and of course the back third.
Well, that is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, it's a formality now.
Birdie again here today. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Frank, what do you think of the 7th?
Interesting par 4 for two reasons. The undulating green on the end of the hole that also shapes to the right, that makes it look like a dogleg right. But really, you want to play that tee shot just inside those pot bunkers down the right side.
Frank, did you hear the sound of that coming off the club face?
It was like a cannon. Oh, that's it. New member of the 300-yard club.
Good poke right there. The 7th, Frank, what do you need to be mindful of here?
It's rather narrow in the front of the screen, and then there's some right and left. Be very aware of those mounds. They can actually help you out. There's a big green, and they're going to use every inch of it.
Frank, not just a player, but an artist. Just beautiful work right there.
The only thing I can say, Rich, is that was Seve-esque.
Made a par in his previous round. This time, it's for birdie. Oh, yeah, he's made it for a birdie. Here we are at the 8th at Pete Dye's famed stadium course at the TPC Sawgrass. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo. Frank, this is a hole that I really like.
And players do too, Rich, especially off that back tee where it must be about 80 yards of chute that you go through before the hole actually starts to open up. And this green, 11 bunkers in total around the whole putting surface.
Just a case of a hole suiting the player's eye. Made the birdie yesterday, and he has a good chance to make another one today. Birdie here yesterday, trying to do it again today. Good putt. Frank, I think this is one of the most fascinating holes on the golf course. The 583-yard par 5 ninth hole.
With technology now, a lot more players can reach this par 5. Gone are the days where it was a true 3-shot. Well, when he goes after it, he is here.
Beautiful looking shot right here.
Huge with a capital H.
Moved it a long ways. What a drive. Just tattooed that. Frank, you've played in conditions all over the world. Here come the winds now. What's the mindset?
Well, this is really what separates the men from the boys. This is where you've got to tell yourself, and it's an advantage to you. Obviously, the scores will go up a little bit, given the conditions. But once again, this is going to suit the stronger player today.
You like the old phrase, swing easy when it's breezy?
Definitely when you're hitting it into a head breeze. But if down breeze, tee it up a little bit, try and ride that wind some more.
Into the thick stuff, that's a difficult lie. You'll need to be strong with this. Chance to close out the front side here with a birdie. See if he can go one better than yesterday when he made par. This putt for birdie. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie. What a day it's been. Now on to one of the most act nines in golf here at the TPC Sawgrass and the stadium course. Let's begin at number 10. Frank, and what do you make of this hole?
It's another one where you're just trying to fit the tee shot in the fairway there. It's not a driver, just something that stays right. And of course, we've seen a lot of people stray here down the left side. Who can forget Mickelson when he won his Players' Championship, hitting that phenomenal 7-iron out of the fairway bunker, through the trees, and still finding the putting surface. But speaking of the putting surface, this green has more undulations than just about any green on the golf course.
Looks to be a good setup going into the green here at the 10th. Second shot now at the 10th, and again, Frank, accuracy is at a premium.
Yeah, gone are the days to sort of thrash it out of the trees like Phil Mickelson. Ideally, coming out of that fairway, you're hitting to a green that moves to the right, so that makes it a little bit more difficult than what the mind's eye first sees.
Should be pretty good right there. On the safe side. That will be a great look at birdie. Shouldn't be a problem here. Count that. That's a birdie. Let's go to the 11th. Now, it's a par 5 and a fun hole, Frank. You can make anything from 3 to 7 here.
And that's why, as the start of the back nine, especially on a Sunday, this becomes such a pivotal hole to start a run. Big body of sand down the left side that sometimes the longer hitters can get into with the tee shot, but really it's the second shot. If you can reach this par 5 and 2, it's a very narrow green. The layout, well, it's actually an awkward layout, Rich, because you've got to push that ball to the left side, almost like a zigzag approach. Second shot.
Excellent start off the tee. That's a great way to begin this hole. Can't hide the flag stick from that man. And this will be a 5-foot putt here.
A good solid stroke there. No sign of nerves on that.
Here now the 12th hole at the TPC Sawgrass. It's a 358-yard par 4, so short on the card, Frank, but obviously a challenge. What's the key here?
Once again, trying to find that right position on the fairway, and that's down the right side. Anything down the left, that mound is going to block your view. Oh, if this is up, it's good.
It's a good spot right there.
Center cut.
He has given this one the full treatment. Perfect release through the ball, and this shot is on the fairway, over 300 yards.
This looks like it's going to find the target.
Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on that. Easy birdie.
Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. And he has it for birdie. Hole number 13 here at Sawgrass. Tricky 181-yard par 3.
You don't have to hit directly at this flag. When that flag's at the back there, you can use the contours. When it's on the left, once again, you can use the ridge in the middle of the green. Matter of fact, one of the hardest hole locations is when it's in the front right, because that's when you have to be perfect.
That's well played. Now a good look at birdie. This hole to him birdie yesterday, and trying for another one today. Comfortably inside the cut line, the young prodigy makes another birdie. Frank Tiger certainly had his adventures here at 14.
Well, we'll never forget that. Spun it left. In the end, was very, very lucky to get away with 6. Had it been 7, Garcia might have just caught him at the post, but he will, and we will, never forget 14. What a great shot.
Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack the pin. Frank halfway home on maybe the toughest par 4 in the golf course.
Yeah, for some reason, for such a big green, it's always hard to get that second shot close. Surely not.
Well, that is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, it's a formality now.
Par yesterday, now for birdie. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Now to the 15th, and Frank, I know this is a hole that you really like.
Yeah, it gets no respect in my book, which I think is a shame. Just a nice dogleg to the right. And really two good shots and a 3 here, which is actually a rarity. It sets you up for those closing 3 holes. Too often people just take 15 lightly. And 15 has just a gentle nibble that turns into a bite.
Good contact, good result. He just blasted that one down the fairway. Out there about 325 yards. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Another good swing, and it looks like, Frank, another really good shot. Well, that's how you play the game, right there. You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point.
Just a fraction to agree. Remember, line and speed go together.
Sometimes you want that birdie so badly, and suddenly you're faced with a lot of work, more work than you had hoped for, just to make the par. That's how you maintain momentum. Make those putts for par. Frank, I think one of the things that fans love about this gauntlet, 16, 17, and 18, each hole has that sort of hold your breath moment. Certainly 17, we know when that ball's in the air, you're holding your breath. Is it wet or dry? 16, same on that second shot. You're holding your breath wondering, where is it? Right in the water or left with a chance for 3?
That's why you don't want to get too sloppy on that tee shot. A lot of people look at 16 because there's a wide fairway and they think just get it down there. The extra 10 or 15 yards, there's a little ridge down that left side. If you catch that, the ball will kick good 20 yards further forward. 20 yards is 2 clubs. I'd much rather go into 17 with a 4-iron than a 2-iron.
Now the second shot to the par 5. Couldn't have done much better than that. An eagle is very possible. Just 5 feet left. And Frank, this is just an absolute bludgeoning right eagle, and the lead widens. Through the years, Frank, there have been 6 aces here at 17.
But it's hard to imagine that the last one was back in 2002 by none other than the most interesting man in the game and probably the most interesting par 3 in the game.
Good swing, good shot yet again. Beautiful shot. That is tight.
Unbelievable. That is one to savor for the rest of the round.
Frank, this is a player in full flight right now.
It looks too easy right now.
Now to the final hole here at TPC Sawgrass, 462-yard par 4. Frank, is this one of the toughest finishing holes in the sport?
It is, because the simple reason you've played 17 holes and the job has gone for a little extra. Long and straight.
That's how you do it. He has just hammered this drive here at the 18th, and now he is in a really good position to make a birdie here in the final hole. Oh, it looked like he caught a flyer right there, Frank.
Well, I don't know what he caught, but this is way too much.
Wow, lucky break right there, Frank.
Well, that's what everyone else is going to say, except him.
This from 7 feet. Wow, that was so close, Frank.
Just time to forget that one. I mean, he couldn't hit that much better.
Set putt. Par putt.
Well, Rich, 2 rounds in the books, and it's easy to see why the leaders are on top of that leaderboard.
Excellent performance, but still, it's to go in this tournament. NBC Golf Channel on EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live third-round coverage of the Players. Hello again and welcome. Rich Lerner along with Frank Nobilo, coming to you from one of the game's most famous venues, the TPC Sawgrass, home to the Players.
And home of the Players too, the PGA Tour professionals that play the tour. They basically run and own this wonderful venue. It is their championship, and it's one that each one of those players playing here this week would want to win. It might not be considered a major, but the Players, it is their championship.
All set to go. We take you to the first hole. Warm-ups are done, first 2 rounds in the book, and Frank, this is where careers are made. Weekends at these kinds of championships.
This is also what you hope for too in professional golf. You know you've got your good stuff. We've seen that through the first 2 days. Put yourself in a great position. Just 36 holes to go. You're looking at that first hole and what the weekend might unfold. That's the beauty of this game.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special. Safely on deck.
Terrific golf shot. And now that for an easy birdie. He really likes this hole. Made birdie yesterday. Can he do it again today? Oh, man.
Just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. And he makes it for par. Now to the second. Frank, what do you make of this hole?
Well, over the years, we've seen more and more people hitting 3-wood off this tee. And a 3-wood's normally easier to draw, and it doesn't run out down that right side.
Missile right there. Wow. And that's going to stay on the fairway here at the second hole. Nice position, short grass, second shot. That was just a gutsy shot right there, and a good look at eagle coming up.
This is that awkward length.
So close.
Give me a break, Rich. Your mum could make that.
Ooh, that's a disappointment, Frank. Stroke that with authority. So we started with a par 4, then a par 5, and now the 177-yard par 3 third hole. Plenty of hazards here, Frank.
Yeah, you really break this green up into 3 portions. Front left, front right, and that back, just on top of the ridge.
Frank, he appears to be in control of his game in the early going.
I like what I'm seeing out there, doing all the basic things at a very, very high level, getting the ball in play. That helps set up the next shot. Next shot gets on the green. That's how it sets up the birdie putt. It's one thing leading to another.
Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. Frankie's knocking them down and picking them up.
Oh, it's just taking pins out, one after the other.
And this would be nice. 2 straight birdies.
Now, just when you thought they might now settle for a par.
Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. That is a solid par putt right there. Frank, how difficult is it to access the hole location if you miss the fairway here at 4?
Well, if you miss it left, I've got to say the lesser of two evils is to be in the bunker on the right.
He makes a great pass at the golf ball. It's powerful, but it's rhythmic at the same time. Good contact, good result. Frank, going back 100 years or more, we scores in stroke play tournaments, 72-hole events of 300 thereabouts. But obviously, like so many things in golf, everything has improved.
Yeah, you people would scoff at sort of saying 475s would win a U.S. Open or a British Open. It didn't, and it does. But, you know, with equipment and people have really got into the game, they've worked it out, and they just plain got better at it. They realize that, you know, stroke play, you can't just swing from the trees, so to speak. You've really got to work your way around and get better. You just can't sort of settle for mediocrity.
Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
Oh, can't hide the flagstick from that man. Birdie try again here today. He's made it. Frank, how about this par 4 fifth?
I lost count the number of bunkers here, off the tee and sort of in play with the second shot if you're in trouble, or even the one that's sort of left and long. Really good par 4 though. Fairway somehow has to be achieved if you want to reduce this par 4 to just a simple 2-shotter. Grab the fire extinguisher, put out that ball is on fire. It's melting going through the air.
He has given this one the full treatment. Perfect release through the ball. And this shot is on the fairway, over 300 yards.
This is straight at it.
It's a really good line. Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on that. Easy birdie.
And getting ready for the putt. Oh, yeah, he's made it for a birdie. Frank, you don't want to get too cute with that second shot here at the 6th.
I remember many a time, Rich, when they put the flag right of center. You try and hit it a little bit too close, those palm trees all of a sudden come into play. Hits one of those, that ball can go anywhere. That's fine.
Frank, this has been impressive. Game plan, stuck to it, hitting some quality shots.
He's really done his homework on the golf course, swinging well, and, well, there's a few holes to go, too. And this round could get even better. This looks like it's going to find the target.
Just a superb shot.
You're not going to see much better than that all day today.
And this will be a 5-foot putt here. Frank, we have said it over and over. Another birdie. Seventh hole here at Sawgrass. Frank, a bit uncomfortable off the tee.
It is. It reminds me a little bit of the opening hole, much longer version. Tee and look, fairway goes to the left, then it comes back to the right, but they're all optical illusions.
Nicely played shot, about 310 yards down the fairway. Strategically, Frank, how do you like to play this hole?
You've got to be aware of where you don't want to go. That front right bunker is probably the easiest bunker shot on this hole, but there's a little pop bunker on the left. That one there, always difficult to get it up and down.
Good chance at one. And to generate some momentum here at the 7th hole. This for birdie. This hole's been good to him. Birdie yesterday. And trying for another one today. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Here we are at the 8th at Pete Dye's famed stadium course at the TPC Sawgrass. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo. Frank, this is a hole that I really like.
And players do too, Rich, especially off that back tee where it must be about 80 yards of shoot that you go through before the hole actually starts to open up. And this green, 11 bunkers in total around the whole putting surface.
No problems there. Really good approach shot. And now, good look at birdie. Settles in over the putt. That had to really hurt, Frank, because it looked good all the way.
Well, this will test his mettle.
Not a gimme, but well within his range. Come on, you have to make that, don't you? Drop shot here at the 8th. It's a very makeable putt here. He is currently 5 under for his round.
Rich, I don't think that bogey is going to make any difference.
Frank, what do you make of the final hole here on the front side, the 583-yard par 5 ninth?
Just depends on how much you want to risk here. If you hit a good drive down the right side, it's certainly gettable for 2, but you can make an absolute mess here at 9.
Frank, these days golfers are training like high-level athletes from other sports. Rory McIlroy, for example, has been using a guy by the name of Steve McGregor, who happened to be the trainer for the New York Knicks of the NBA.
And part of his training now is high altitude. The majority of the medal holders, for example, in the Olympics, or medal winners in the Olympics, actually use high altitude training. Develop more red blood cells in a shorter period of time. But, golf, we've had so many different types of training from the athlete side. But you go back to the old days of Henry Cotton beating an old tire. Vijay Singh picked up on that. Or even the rhythm of Sam Snead. He used to count in the rhythm. It was 1, 2, 3. It was 1 at the top of the swing, 2 at impact, and 3 at the follow through. All those things are still very valid today.
Beautiful rhythmic swing right there and right down Peachtree.
Second shot.
Frank, this is all about plotting your way around. Now the third shot at the ninth.
Yeah, there's a reward for a precise short iron shot in here. If the pin's on the right or the left, precision pays off.
How do you like that? Hold it. Just a phenomenal play right there. Frank getting set now for one of the more exciting back nines in all of golf right here at TPC Sawgrass.
And it starts at 10. It looks like a dogleg to the left, really, but you've got to play it as a straightaway tee shot. The run out just over 310 yards.
Looks to be a good setup going into the green here at the 10th. Frank, where's the difficulty on this approach here at the 10th?
It's really the shape of this green. That little front piece, you have to be right on the money there. And then, of course, that green starts to open up and then move to the right.
Good swing, good shot yet again. Well, that is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, it's a formality now.
Birdie here yesterday. This putt again for birdie. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie. And what a day it's been. All right, hole number 11 here at the TPC Sawgrass, 558-yard, par 5. No shortage of options, no shortage of hazards, Frank.
If there's one hole at TPC Sawgrass where you can literally leap out of your shoes, loading up on it.
Look at the coil there. That is a heat-seeking missile right there. Wow.
Long and straight.
That's how you do it. This is going to be a tough day on the links. I mean, even the seagulls are walking to work. And shot coming up here at the par 5. Into the thick stuff, that's a difficult lie. Strong with this. Playing a par 5, Frank, what happened on that third shot?
Yeah, it's a poor decision. But, well, hopefully he can eradicate that from the memory banks and really knuckle down on this. Do not want to drop a shot or make 6 here.
Been this way all day. Airtight, no mistakes, solid shot.
And yet another green in regulation.
Getting set now over the putt. Workmanlike hole. He walks away with a par. Up now, hole number 12. It's a short one, 358-yard, par 4.
This can catch you off guard. If you just try and hit the ball on the fairway, if you're on the middle of the fairway, the left side, you will have a blind second shot. So ideally, hit it down that right side of the fairway if you want to see the flag.
Not the longest, but not bad. 295 yards in the fairway. Now the approach to the 12th. Frank, what's the player looking at?
Well, it's a fun shot here for the second shot, especially if you've driven it down the right side, because then you can see the flag no matter where it is on the green.
This is a good-looking shot. Oh, can't hide the flagstick from that man. Doing what needs to be done. You need to make them from that distance. Frank, so much focus on the back nine here at the stadium course at TPC Sawgrass on the 17th hole with the island green. I think 13 gets lost sometimes, but the pros know this is a really good hole.
Oh, it can be disastrous too. That's, I think, what you're referring to, Rich. There's a big ridge in the middle of the screen that bisects the top side with the bottom side on the left. So even when the flag's on the left, you don't have to go directly at it, because that normally causes the problem with the wooden bulkheads down the left side and obviously the water left of that. So something on the ridge can often run down towards the left. But we have seen the odd hole-in-one here over the years.
Really well done, just inside of 5 feet there. This for birdie on this hole on the week. And he has it.
A good putt redeems all.
Frank, historically in this great championship, 14 has proven to be a pivotal hole.
Everybody focuses on the finish here, but you're absolutely right, Rich. This can be an absolute scorecard record because if you spin your drive left, drop back, ladies tees, you can make 6 in a heartbeat. If you try and air to the right, you can make 6 from the mounds. So a good drive down 14 gives you a chance for that fast finish.
Great lie. What a great shot. He has really hit it a long way. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on there. Easy birdie.
Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. Count that. That's a birdie. Just before we get to what they call the gauntlet, 16, 17, and 18, 15 requires all of your attention, doesn't it, Frank?
Personally, I think this is the prettiest hole on the golf course, Rich. I've actually often gone back and picked just a gentle dogleg to the right. You come out of the chute, seems to be a generous fairway. You just get a little view of the bunker down the right side, but virtually there's no lip there, so that's not a concern. The green, all sorts of weird and wonderful on it, well protected by 2 little pop bunkers out in the right that, well, if you're first time around, you might notice.
Oh, looked like you caught a flyer right there, Frank.
Well, I don't know what he thought, but this is way too much.
Just averted danger right there. So close.
Why does he have all the luck?
He's putting for birdie now. Simple, solid, and he'll take it.
But one that you need to make.
You licking your chops here, Frank, as a player, when you get to this tee box?
Well, it's an opportunity. A 4 here certainly makes the mood better when you walk to 17 and then 18. So a 4 here is more than just making a birdie on a par 5.
That's a good spot right there.
Center cut.
He has given this one the full treatment. Perfect release through the ball, and this shot is on the fairway, over 300 yards. Nice position, short grass, second shot. This one doesn't look good.
There's water over there.
Wow, lucky break right there, Frank.
Well, that's what everyone else is going to say, except him.
Locked in on the read and the speed. Very well done. Almost made it.
Yeah, there'll be no stress for the next one.
Just an amazing way the records can fall. Frank, it's the moment that makes it tough, isn't that right?
Yeah, you've made that walk from 16 green. It's 80 yards to the tee here. So as you walk along, and if your eyes venture to the right, you see it all in front of you. You see the crowd behind, and you realize this is the shortest par 3 on the golf course. But you also, if you think a little too hard, everything that you've seen over the years flashes through your mind. This looks like it's going to find the target.
Good chance now for a birdie. That was a outstanding play.
Oh, it's almost a guarantee there after that shot.
He has a birdie opportunity here. Mark that as a birdie on the card. Now to the 18th hole here at TPC Sawgrass, 462-yard par 4, Frank, and another example of visual intimidation from the designer, Pete Dye.
Those wooden bulkheads that go all the way down the left side of 18 give you like an optical illusion, Rich. And there's not a single fairway bunker on the right to give you something specifically to aim at. So you've got to fixate on one of those trees. This is not a hole where you want to be looking at anything other than a specific target.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Superb shot.
That's as good as it's going to get. There's going to be no worries about making that one.
Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. Just drip that in.
Well, it's 4 1/4 inches. Use it all.
Frank, in golf, there's nothing quite like the final round of a hotly contested championship, and this one could be a doozy.
And there's nothing quite like that leaderboard I'm looking at right now. We are going to have some amazing golf. This one is going to have to be won.
NBC Golf Channel on EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live final round coverage of the Players. Welcome once again to TPC Sawgrass for the Players. This is Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo, set to bring you all the action. And Frank, the 17th hole is always the place to be during this great championship.
It certainly is, Rich. The energy, as we know, each and every year has just been electric at 17, and I don't expect it to be any different today.
And now we go down to the first hole. Frank, this is where you find out if you are a gamer with a capital G. First tee, final round, you're in the lead. Can you hold it?
And this is also where you find out if your best stuff is good enough.
That is tasty looking right there, Frank. Just a perfect spot in the fairway.
That is prime real estate. How do you get a lie like that? Seriously, you could hit any club from there.
Frank, you want to get off to a good start. This is important.
It is. Two on this green, the high side on the left there and the lower side on the right. If you're trying to keep that ball a little left of a middle, you've got to be careful of that bunker on the left.
Good swing, good shot yet again. Well, that is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, it's a formality now.
This one just requires a little bit of focus.
Great start.
Second hole, it's a par 5.
You'd think birdie or eagle off this tee, and we've seen a lot during the Players' Championship, but once again, move that tee shot right to left, but be careful of those pines. After it like he is here.
This could be really good, Frank.
Oh, straight at it.
Pretty good drive here.
Another straight one.
Up with the big boys now, Frank.
Well, we saw that previous tee shot go 310. This one's further. This is not heading in the right direction.
It looks like it's going to be in the rough. Getting set for this next shot from the rough, what does the player need to be careful of here, Frank?
Well, this is where we're going to see exactly how good they are because, you know, that's not exactly the best lie, but it's sort of doable if you know what you're doing.
In the cup. What a shot. Can't get much better than that. Now to the second. Frank, what do you make of this hole?
Well, over the years, we've seen more and more people hitting 3-wood off this tee. And 3-wood's normally easier to draw, and it doesn't run out down that right side.
Can't hide the flagstick from that man. So the dominant performance continues.
Yeah, we're watching two tournaments right now, the one at the top and the rest.
Frank, how would you describe the bunker all along the right here at number 4?
Well, it looks like it never stops. It covers really the entire length of that tee shot down the right side.
It is nice to have that one in your bag, to be able to hit it that long.
Yeah, that has to be at least 315 yards.
Not looking good, Frank.
I think it's wet.
That's a beautiful shot, and that sets him up for a really easy putt. Now this for birdie, came away with par in the previous round. Continues to amaze, yet another birdie, and what a day it's been. Fifth hole, good par 4, isn't it, Frank?
If ever a hole was built for Lee Trevino, who used to love to cut it, this would be the hole. Looks and screams for a shot that's hit left to right. And that's the only way really to avoid bunkers left and long, and that one that's all the way down the right side.
Outstanding tee shot.
Yeah, ball sitting up. You don't have to worry about the wind or anything there. You just take a full blow at the second shot from here.
Frank now getting set for the second here at the fifth.
Yeah, relatively big green or flat green, but you've got to be careful. If you miss it on the left, especially in that left rough just short of the bunker, it's a little devilish of a chip.
Appears to be tracking well. Well, that's how you play the game, right there. Trying to make yet another birdie. Everybody loves him. Birdie on the card. Another shortish par 4, the 393-yard par 6. Frank, what's the challenge here?
Well, there's two bunkers down the left, but that's not really the problem. If you hug that left side, there's palm trees that come into play on that second shot.
Gave that the full treatment. Get up. Good contact, good result. Frank, I mean, he put the thumb down on that one.
And kept it going, too. To mash that down like that, that's the air time, the hang time he got out. Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green.
Well, that's how you play the game right there. Knock it on the green and give yourself a good look at birdie. And getting ready for the putt.
Oh, painful lip out. That is a good putt.
Absolutely can't believe it. I thought that thing was stone dead in the center. So they'll tap in. Did the right there. Seventh hole here at TPC Sawgrass generally plays into the wind, one of the stadium course's most difficult greens to hit, Frank.
It's a really weird tee shot here. You have those three little pop bunkers down the right, and then that bunker that meanders once again all the way down the left side. The bunker that's just slightly right of the canal. Very awkward angle off the tee.
Can't ask for much more here at the 7th. He has hit a good one. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
I mean, that's how the game is played, right there.
He's just making it look so easy. That birdie coming up, formality.
Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Frank's 17 here at Sawgrass gets all the attention when you look at the par threes, justifiably so. But number 8 is a daunting challenge in its own right.
It is, longest of the 4 par threes. It's just littered with bunkers around the side, the back, and the front.
No problems there. Really good approach shot. And now, good look at birdie. This for another birdie on this hole on the week. Well, there's an opportunity wasted.
Just knocking him for a par, and let's forget about this one. Golf is not about perfect, but it is going to hurt the cause.
That's his par. Frank, the 9th is really a good par 5, isn't it?
There's so many options here. Just play it away, sort of 3-wood it down there, then go to the right and sort of wedge it on the green. But it's very tempting, especially in the right wind conditions. And that's if they're coming over your shoulder for a right-hander from right to left. Then this par 5 is very reachable. Can a ball explode?
That is big. I mean, really big.
Long and straight.
That's how you do it. That is massive.
Meters, yards, I don't care how you measure that. That's got to be what? 300 meters, 325 yards, something like that.
That one ends up in the rough.
Oh, that went sideways.
Just trying to make clean contact from the rough. That shot right there from that lie in the rough to knock it that close, that's good. Didn't fare too well on this hole yesterday, made a bogey. Right in the heart. Getting set now for the back nine here at TPC Sawgrass. Frank, what should we expect?
Well, there's a good run of holes. 10, obviously very birdieable. 11th, the par 5. 12th, a short par 4. A good chance to get this round really going.
Nicely played shot, about 310 yards down the fairway. Second shot now at the 10th, and again, Frank, accuracy is at a premium.
Yeah, gone are the days to sort of thrash it out of the trees like Phil Mickelson. Ideally, coming out of that fairway, you're hitting to a green that moves to the right, so that makes it a little bit more difficult than what the mind's eye first sees.
That is classy.
A chance of going in.
You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. In for birdie. All right, hole number 11 here at the TPC Sawgrass, 558-yard, par 5, no shortage of options, no shortage of hazards, Frank.
If there's one hole at TPC Sawgrass where you can literally leap out of your... Oh, he's winding this one up. Does he have the power?
Pretty good drive here.
Another straight one.
That is a sweet swing, like an easy breeze on a nice summer day. Nice position, short grass, second shot. This hole really sets up well for the player. Birdie yesterday, and a chance for another one today. This is an 11-foot putt. opportunity missed right there. Birdie try again here today. Good putt. Up now, hole number 12. It's a short one, 358-yard, par 4.
This can catch you off guard. If you just try and hit the ball on the fairway, if you're on the middle of the fairway, the left side, you will have a blind second shot. So ideally, hit it down that right side of the fairway if you want to see the flag.
Frank, it makes the game easy when you play it from the fairway.
Especially when you play it from a lie like that.
Now the approach to the 12th, Frank. What's the player looking at?
Well, it's a fun shot here for the second shot, especially if you've driven it down the right side, because then you can see the flag no matter where it is on the green.
Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid. What a display of shot making this has been, Frank.
That incredible approach shot there. The easiest of birdies coming up.
Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie. And what a day it's been. One of the great things about this golf course, Frank, a variety of par 3s, different yardages. Here at the 13th, 181-yard par 3.
Yeah, this is where you have to be careful on the tee there. Anything left can be eaten up by that lake. Matter of fact, if you hit one with a little bit of a hook and it catches the mound, it can still kick into the lake. So this one here, just be a little cautious on the tee.
This one doesn't look good.
There's water over there.
Wow, lucky break right there, Frank.
Well, that's what everyone else is going to say, except him.
Frank, this is a player in full flight right now.
It looks too easy right now.
Frank, 14 is so often a pivotal hole here at the TPC Sawgrass.
It is, Rich, and when you see a player hit 2 shots comfortably on this green, you think, what's all the problems about 14? But when you see someone straight left or straight right, you realize that 14 is a real bear.
Excellent looking shot here. That ball certainly over thirds, Frank. Call it about 310. That will be a great look at birdie. Oh yeah, he's made it for a birdie. Frank, the 15th hole certainly has the respect of the professionals.
But you're right, this is a positional hole where just keep the ball down the left center. You can't go too far, though, because you'll get blocked out or you'll run out of fairway. From there, it's really about knowing where the flag is, what position on the screen, because this is another green that's not flat. If the second shot lands on the wrong portion of the green, it'll finish well away from the hole.
And now it's right in his wheelhouse, good position where he can attack the pin.
Yeah, he has all those options now. With that ball sitting up, you can bring it in high, you can bring it in low. The choice is yours.
Well, this one should be safely on deck here. Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot in there. Easy birdie.
Birdie here yesterday. This putt again for birdie. Seems to really have the touch today. Frank, fans watching, they love excitement in the game. 16's an exciting hole, isn't it?
Well, that's where you get it, because you hear the roars. You start to see the big crowds that go all the way around 16, 17, and 18T. You feel where you are in the tournament, too. A movement that starts at 16 can be carried all the way to the clubhouse. Oh, that was sweet. Straight down the middle.
Looks like he's going to have a go at it here at the par 5, his second shot. Crucial eagle attempt on the way. Pretty long putt right there. You'd be happy to get it to within 2-3 feet. Looks like he just misread that. Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt.
A lip out's fine as long as it doesn't happen to you.
So just a formality here. Did the job right there. Frank, not to plant the seed of doubt, but we must deliver the facts here on this telecast. 44 balls in the water a couple of years ago, 28 last year.
Rich, that's the announcer's curse. What will he do? Hazard?
Maybe wet. Just averted danger right there. So close.
Why does he have all the luck?
This would be nice. A birdie on the card. See if he can make it. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Now one of the more difficult holes in golf, the 18th here at Sawgrass, 462-yard par 4. In 2013, this hole averaged .39 strokes above par.
He goes after it like he is here.
Just pulverized that golf ball. Oh, this looks good.
Certainly is.
Frank, when you look at great rivalries in sports, you realize that athletes need each other. Joe Frazier needed Muhammad Ali to achieve greatness, to achieve legendary status. And in golf, Tom Watson needed Jack Nicklaus to push him to another level.
And also to define an era. Without one, we couldn't think of the 80s or the 90s or the 2000s or the 2010s. You need those players to define that era. So you need competition. Competition is not without rivalry.
Well, that is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, it's a formality now.
To win the Players' Championship. And he has it for birdie. Just a tremendous week of golf, and that, my friend, is a winner right there.
Yeah, and he should be proud of himself too. It took golf of the highest quality to beat this high-quality field, and that is something that you will remember for a long, long time.